Hi guys, and welcome back to my vlog. Today is my second day. I really lost track of time already of how many days I've been here, but I think it's my second day in Italy, and I'm staying with a friend, but she's still attending university. So for the next few days, I'm gonna be walking by myself and getting to know the place by myself. She already explained to me which bus and the train. Well, not the train. The what's it called? Like the subway I have to take. But you guys, today I got lost so badly. I'm gonna put a clip next of me walking when I was lost. You know what? Let's see it right now. Hi guys. I always get the marks from my glasses on my nose. Look, I'm in kind of like a park and I'm lost, totally lost. And I hope you can hear me because I'm on the street. And I hope you can hear me because I'm on the street. I'm looking for something, and I think I'm just getting further and further away, and I'm really lost. I've been trying to find Wi-Fi so I can. Oh wait. Oh no, for a second there. Oh, I see a park. I'm gonna go to the park. Hold on, where do I? Well, I'm gonna go to the park, sit down for a bit because I've been walking for hours. Well, not for 1 hour at least, and I'm already super tired. Plus I'm carrying these bags. I bought something. I bought this coat, which is very pretty, and a blouse. So I'm just gonna try to find. Oh, I see. I've been trying to find where I can go to the park, switch to the other side of the street. I finally found it, so I'll see you guys in a bit, and hopefully I vlog when I'm not lost again. I've been looking at my cell phone, so sorry, I haven't been looking at the camera at all. But yeah. Plus I'm hungry, so I gotta find this place so I can eat. Okay, bye. Well, I told you I was gonna vlog when I'm not lost, and it happens to be 10 p.m. And now I am not lost. I'm finally home, but it took me around. You guys, it took me a really long time to find home because you see, I went to buy my coat because it is really cold, really cold, you guys. Maybe it isn't that cold, it's gonna be colder, right now it's 6 degrees Celsius and we're gonna go into the negatives, so I'm probably gonna die. But right now to me it's the coldest I've been, so I needed another coat. And I went and bought my coat, I knew where the store was. But then I read that there was the National Museum of Science and Technology, I guess. And I went, sorry, I kept thinking about the name, but I think it's the National Museum of Science and Technology. Well, anyways, I went to the museum walking. It was kind of far, but I got there. And when I got there, today it was closed because they had a private event. Tomorrow is gonna be open, but today it was closed. And I was okay, I'm gonna go back home. Oh no, sorry. Another thing is my friend, she's attending the university, so she was gonna do a project or something, and we agreed on me going both of us getting back home by 5, so she had the keys to the house. And I was like, it's better she has the keys, because like I'm totally like freaked out every time. Like I'm always like, you guys, I swear, every 2 seconds I'm like touching my bag, like to check I have everything. So me having the keys, like adding more stress to that. Yeah, not cool. Anyways, so it was like around 1 p.m. when like I got to the museum and it was closed, and I was like, cool, now I have nothing to do until 5 and I cannot go back home because I don't have the keys. And I was like, you know what, let's like walk around here a little bit, like go to other stores. Well, then I decided like not to go to the stores, because I was like, I don't really want to like spend the money on clothes, which I did, but not so much actually. Like I really, I mean, everything was pretty and stuff, but then I realized like, no, you know what, I don't need any of these things. Yeah, I've been improving myself, you guys, but anyway, that's not the point. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to this plaza that is called it is very cold here. Sorry, that is called Cadorna, Piazza Cadorna. I hope I'm getting that right. Anyways, and I was like, when I turned back, I was like, shoot, I don't know which street I took. Like I walked to get here, and I didn't know where I had come from. Like there were so many streets, and I didn't pay attention onto which street I had taken to the museum. So I was like, okay, you know what, any of these streets, in my mind I was like, surely all of these streets like join at Piazza Cadorna. In my mind it worked like that. And you know what, I was like so stupid. Like right now I just realized I had 2 maps, you guys. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. So you guys, I had 2 maps. Like I'm always carrying a backpack with me, like a little back why is it so hard, a little backpack, and I had 2 maps, you guys. Like I could have just opened one of these, like look where the museum was, because I was in front of the museum, and like, follow the map and go back to Piazza Cadorna. Anyways, in my mind that didn't work. Like I think I didn't even remember I had the maps in my backpack. And how do I explain this? Like here in Milan, there are like certain spots where where you get Wi-Fi. So I was like looking for a Wi-Fi spot, and I didn't get one. Like, so in my mind I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this street, probably all of these streets take me to Piazza Cadorna. So I took one. I was like walking and like nothing, and like houses and buildings and people, like workplaces and everything. Was like, where am I? And I was like, okay, you know what, getting lost is the like coolest way to get to know a place. I was like, sure. So I kept walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking. So I walked a lot, you guys. So I finally got to this like little tiny park that had swings and some like other game that I don't know what was it, but I sat there and I was like, where on earth am I? And I didn't know where I was. I was like, in that moment, I like, just now I realized I had the maps, you guys. Like I had the maps, and I was stressed because I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't go into Google Maps and like look my way to Piazza Cadorna. And I was like, yo. Anyways, I sat there and I had taken like a tiny brownie and a tiny bottle of water with me. So I I ate that and I drank a little bit of water, but by then it was already like 2 p.m. so I had walked for the past hour. But I walked fast, so I had already walked a lot. Okay, so I'm in the park and I was like trying to think what to do, and I'm like, okay, now I have to choose another street, and I was like, because I didn't know like, and everything is in Italian, and Italian kind of sounds like Spanish, but it doesn't read like Spanish like at all. So I read the things and I didn't understood anything, and I was like, where am I? And I wasn't really stressed because it was 2 p.m. It was still daylight. It wasn't as cold, but I was like, okay, I gotta get there fast because I don't know how far am I, and if I'm really really far, and it's gonna get dark, and I didn't want that. So I just started like stopping random people like, oh, excuse me, do you speak English? You guys, none of the Italians none of the Italian spoke English, like none of them, and they were like, and I was sorry, do you speak English? And they were like, no, scusa, and I was like, what is scusa? Scusa is sorry, you guys, you. I'm like lost and no one understands me. I was like, okay, cool. So I kept walking trying to find a Wi-Fi spot. So then I see this like bus stop and I'm like, finally a bus stop. So I get to the bus stop like thinking in my mind like the bus I needed was gonna like stop in that bus stop, and I look, you guys, didn't stop there. Bus 61 did not stop there, and I was like, it only stopped like bus 26 and bus 10, and I needed a 61, and I was like, yeah, this is not gonna work. But there was a Wi-Fi spot in there, so I was like, God bless this bus stop. So I finally after like hour and a half of me walking, I get Wi-Fi. So I put like Piazza Calorna in Google Maps, and it says like walk that way. You're 2 hours walking from where you're standing. And I'm like, okay. So I was like mad at myself because I have walked for the past 2 hours away from Piazza Calorna, and it's now like around 2:20 p.m. in the afternoon, and I have to walk all the way back, and I'm hungry. And I see all these restaurants, but they look like hell expensive because the menu is outside, and one plate was like 50 euros, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I kept like walking, and I was like, okay. So I finally like find my way back with Google Maps, and I keep walking and walking and endlessly walking. And when I'm halfway there, I finally see this like pizzeria, and I go in there because I'm freaking starving, and I ask for a pizza, and the lady is so nice to me. She was the first person that spoke English to me, because even the girls at Stradivarius, that is where I bought my coat, and the girls at H&M didn't speak English, so I was like merely with signs and speaking in Spanish, because Spanish kind of sounds like Italian, so me speaking in Spanish was like the best, but it didn't really help much. But anyways, they didn't speak English at all, but the lady at the pizza shop did speak English, so she was super nice to me, and she was like, you can order this has this, where do you come from? People from America like this one. If you come from Asia, they usually ask for this. She was really really nice, like trying to get me a pizza that I would like, because everything was in Italian. I ended up asking for a margarita that is like nothing to the margarita I usually get. Like this was really like bread, sauce, and cheese. That is only a cheese pizza, but for them it's a margarita. And I was like, where is my like tomato and stuff? But anyways, I was hungry, so I didn't even like ask or argue. I don't know if they got my order right or that is a margarita. But anyways, I didn't care. Like, I finally ate, and then I paid and stuff. Which, by the way, you guys, like, I'm gonna do another vlog about all the things that are like weird to me, and I'm always like kind of lost because European people do things differently, and this is weird. Someone's building something. Anyway, so when I go out, I ask her, like, do you know where Piazza Calorna is? And she's like, yeah, you have to go on the subway. You guys, no, I did not want to take the subway because I don't know if I had to take the subway that goes this way or the subway that goes that way. And I was sure, I was like more than sure I was gonna mess up and take the subway that goes on the other direction from where I want to go. And since I don't understand anything here, I was totally gonna mess it up. So I told her, like, oh, thank you. And she goes, like, she was so nice that even after I left, like, I left the restaurant, and I had already started walking, and she runs after me and she tells me, are you gonna walk? Are you gonna take the subway? Take the subway. And I told her, I don't know how to use the subway, and I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up. I don't care walking. I feel safer walking. And she goes, okay, you know what? You walk that way. You take, I don't know which street, and you keep walking. Like, don't, like, turn anywhere. When you get to, I don't remember the street. When you get to certain street, you just keep walking, like, endlessly, and you're gonna get to Piazza Calorna. She was so nice. Like, she probably saw I was really, really lost. So, like, I followed her instructions, and in that moment, I had like already like the Google Maps thing, so I was like checking I was right. Then I finally see a bus, and I get into the bus, and because I was like, by this time it was already like 5 p.m. No, it was like 4:30. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. I was so tired. My legs hurt. My hips started to hurt, my lower back, like everything in my body ached. And I was like, so I finally got on the bus, like, sit, relax. You guys, I had walked so much. When I finally got catch the bus, I was 1 block away from Piazza Calorna. So the bus only like took me 1 block, but it is a block. I didn't walk, so I finally get to Piazza Calorna. There is Wi-Fi there, so I'm finally like in peace with myself. And then I see, I had seen that like around Piazza Calorna there is a comment how many times I said Piazza Calorna in this video. I had seen there was a park, like a really nice park, so I walked to the park, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna like chill there. Anyways, I still have half an hour to get to my house, because my friend, well, she wasn't here. And I finally like I got to the park, and it was like really pretty. I would say I'm gonna try to put a picture, but I think I'm not gonna be able to because I'm editing on my phone, because obviously I don't have my laptop with me. But if I can, I'm gonna put a picture here. If not, well, enjoy myself in this pose. Anyway, well, I walked in the park for like an hour and a half or so. But by this time it was already really dark. So I like got out of the park, and then I took the bus home. My friend said she told me she was gonna be a bit late, and since outside the apartment I do have Wi-Fi, so I got the message. So I went to like walk around here, then I went to the supermarket. Yeah, but I got lost, you guys, like really really lost, and it was cold, you guys. Okay, yeah, by, let's say, after I got out of the pizza shop, it was like 4 p.m. and the weather was so cold. Like it was windy and it was cold, like cold, you guys. I want to say like cold. Yeah, that's how cold it was. And like my feet, I didn't even feel my feet from how cold I was. Anyways, that was something. Then like when I got out of the supermarket, I was like texting my friend like, "Are you gonna come? Are you gonna come? Are you gonna come?" Because I was cold and I couldn't get inside the apartment. But she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm like 5 minutes away," so that was cool. I only waited 5 minutes in the cold. But you guys, it was hard. It was hard. And you know what? Tomorrow, I'm gonna get lost again. You know what? I don't care. Now, I really cannot believe myself. Like I had this in my backpack the whole time. If I had taken one of these out when I was in front of the museum, but you know what? I got to know like a cool part of Milan, like the buildings and the stuff I saw. I have no idea where I was. Like honestly, I have no idea where I ended up. But it was really nice, and everyone was really really nice to me. Like even the people that didn't speak English, and I tried like asking directions from them when like we could not communicate, but then I said like Piazza Cadorna, and they like knew that, so they were like they spoke to me in Italian, and I didn't get anything from them, but they will like point to me where, and I was like, okay, so I kind of got indications from them, but really, anyways, this was like a fun vlog. Well, not so much fun because I really wanted to vlog like more of me being lost, but really guys, I was like so focused in getting to this place before it got dark, because I really didn't want to be lost and dark, like that makes it worse. So if I had stopped the vlog, it would have been like later and later and later on, and it would have been like probably 5 p.m. and by 5 it's already dark here. So I'm glad I didn't vlog, but you missed it, you guys. But I'm totally gonna vlog tomorrow. I hopefully can record it inside the museum. If not, I'm gonna try to like sneak my cell phone in, but you know, if it's not allowed, yeah, probably not risk it, because I really really want to see that museum. Well, that's that. I ate pizza. For dinner my friend cooked gnocchis. I ate chocolate. And what else have I done that is really really Italian? Yeah, I think that's that for today. I haven't done anything like more Italian, but yeah, thank you guys for watching another vlog and hearing my I got lost in Milan experience. So I will see you guys tomorrow.